Today we're exploring what it is to make order out of chaos. This house was 10 years ago, one other energy. Now we have a family, triplets, grown-ups, and the excitement of moving into this now as they go into their teenage years. The background music is us shuffling things, the sounds of boxes, the sounds of elements, the sounds of those things that each of these participants love, and it is a combination of their collections. I have two wonderful assistants today, Claire and Lane. Girls. So anyway, I have known these since before they were. So here we are today as they're moving back into the original house, and they have their own, what do you have here, girls?
An apartment.
An apartment. What does that mean?
Means like a big space that we can do, like we can live in.
Essentially, we can do what we want. We can design it the way we want. We can.
So we have two dormers. We're going to have two beds. We're going to have a seating area.
Yes.
We're going to have private space, and we're going to have joined combined space. So Lane,
Yes.
Claire,
Yes.
what is the most exciting part of this for each of you?
Let's see, probably that we get to like have the whole upstairs to ourselves, and like that we can have fun, like, and we can invite friends over to do like have fun with us.
So you can hide from all of us. Is that what you're saying?
Essentially, probably.
And Lane?
I like to be able to express the way that I feel and not have my room designed the way that I don't really like it. And we get to design. We get to pick the paintings. We get to pick the pictures. We get to pick what we want in here.
So this morning we were looking at your art, and you went through it and you decided which pieces. Can you show us a few of those?
Yeah. So these two are really special to us.
We got them in New Orleans from like in the French Quarter. We found them, and we got them for Valentine's Day, I think.
So this is hers.
And this one says "Believe," and it has a bird, and then that one says
I love you to the moon and back, and I always say that to my mom every night before I go to bed. And it's just a special saying, and they're just really cute. Then so we have this one, which is really cool.
I made this in second grade in art class, and it's melted crayons, and it shows every single color of the rainbow, so it goes with everything, and I love it.
So this is such a cute one. It's two dogs, and one dog's covering its eyes, and it says "Guess Who," and I think that is just so cute.
So are you girls excited tonight to sleep, to share, and to be in your new space?
Yes, but the only thing is that we don't have beds, but I mean that's...
Well, will you sleep on the floor? If we
We'll
don't,
be down to earth.
you'll be down to earth. But we're hoping that the beds arrive, aren't we?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, let's continue. We have the other third of the triplet combination, Bubba. Bubba has his space, his room, his escape on the second floor. He has his own bathroom, his own bedroom, and he can have his own independence. The great part of it is the girls are on the third floor in their little apartment. He's on the second in his. He gets to have his surfboard. He gets to have his twin beds. He gets to have what he wants. And today's moving day. He's happy to be back home. Wouldn't you say that's true, girls?
Yes.
The client wanted a very clean, crisp, neutral environment. So what we have is we have lots of open windows with shutters, lots of light, lots of room to expand and to really feel vast in the environment. We have a very large master suite, but the kids love to come in here and rest with their mom.
Yep, they're big.
They love doing this, but the sound, opening the door and just being able to. Sarah, can you talk to us about how excited you are about being home?
I am very, very excited. I think it'll be wonderful once everything is in its place.
As we transition from their other home, we have the art. We put the art up all around the walls, and then we select where it goes, what room it will go into, what height it will go, and work so that they get to see the new space with the old pieces in a new format. The movers are here today on this hot, sweaty day, being very ambitious to help us on schedule, which they're amazing. And the key is in moving that you know somewhat where you want the pieces to go, because it's better not to have to move each of the pieces twice. It's really wonderful to be able to move them in, put it on location, and know where it really will work. That's the fun. An empty room, a veneer of paint, an empty room with the headboard. It all contiguously changes, and we do each layer and each layer and each layer. The ultimate experience is that we will have this ready for the perfect guest in a perfect environment for a perfect stay. That's the dream. The key is taking that dream and making it reality. That's what we're about today. Today is we have Nice Move movers with us, and we're moving and creating a complete computer software ideal workspace for the family. Each child, each of the kids will have a desk, mom will have a desk, and we're moving in now the largest piece of the room so we can set this up for usability. Go for it, guys.
Let's go.
One of the most important things about moving for a client, a friend, or anyone in this process is to be able to have what they love around them. This room is centered around this particular piece from the client's collection, but something that's familiar to her day to day as she works and takes control of her new environment. Every move needs the complete family environment. We have Papa Joe here from Louisiana to share with and how and what he's involved in doing.
Yes. Glad to help. Glad to help with all this. Grandkids love their new home, near school, near their other house. So happy for them. Moving what?
And packing.
And packing and all that. We're trying to get some of these scratches out of these chairs here. The old chairs. Nice chairs, but scratched up a bit.
This is such a big change in your world where you have now cubic space for each of the people, the persons you're living with.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting because it's neutral, it's vast, the light is expansive, and each person, each child, and especially mother, has the escape routes.
Correct. We each have our own area, and we can all just enjoy that space and not have to worry about being on top of each other. And we've got lots of, it's growth too for the whole family. I mean, I think we can just expand into our own space.
Yeah, and the fun part of this process too, Sarah, is that you've taken everything that you have, you've incorporated it into new adventure, into new usage in each of the elements so that there's no question. But you haven't been forced to just buy a plethora of things
Right.
because that wasn't part of the job description.
Correct.
It was to take what you had, what you loved, experiment, get it located, and then see if you needed something extra. But it was to use what you have, which people don't realize that can happen when you're relocating.
I know. I can't replace everything because there are so many pieces that I do love and enjoy, and they're going to look entirely different now that they're in a new space. So I can live with them, see how they work, and then decide a little down the road what works and what doesn't.
It's what I call in this industry, it's a modified flip. Because usually what I do with clients is I go in and switch everything that they have into a new location to begin with so they can see it as they've never seen it.
I know.
We're doing that now though in a new location. We're flipping into a complete new flip in a new geographic location, but we're not forcing you to go out of that comfort zone.
Exactly, which is, I know where I have to be, and it's just nice because everything, it was funny, I was unpacking, and the kids even said to me, "We've never seen this." And I was like, well, it was actually in the house. Well, we've never seen this. And I'm like, oh, pretending like it's all new, like it's been there for years. So
It reminds me somewhat like when we flipped where you're living so that it could be on the market.
That's right.
But we cleaned it out, simplified, altered the placement, and made it so that it felt larger than it was, even though same space, same thing, same geographic moment. But now you have everything new that is not new simply because of placement.
Yeah, and a lot of this furniture just has such meaning to me. So it's so nice to see it in a different environment too.
And what could be better at this time in your life with your kids? The triplets, the famous triplets, as they go into the teenage years, which is going to be so easy for you.
Oh, so easy. So easy. I need to stack up on my hair dye thing. I think it really hasn't been that hectic. I mean, I was fortunate that Kelly met me here early in the morning, and it's been one of those things. If I live in that negative space, if I live in the hectic part of it, it's not going to work for me. So I'm just letting it happen.
Well, you've had it organized. I've helped on some levels. No matter where I've been, we've been touching back and forth, going, this is what's happening today, this is what's happening tomorrow, this is what's happening. The movers will be there at 8:30. There will be this. We're planning on having this so that you know somewhat what to expect.
Right. Yeah, so it won't be a day of pure chaos. So, I mean, yes, of course, moving in itself is not ideal and people dread it most of the time, but I don't know. For me, I think I'm just trying to look at it as a positive on so many levels that as long as we can get in and be in our space, then we'll be good.
It's really interesting because the house already has its own energy and it feels so comfortable. I mean, it's just like this room isn't even put together yet. We're just here visiting and talking, and it's so easy.
I know. And I just love the light from these windows.